Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me for today's video, which is going to be a very autumnal video all about the kind of things that I love during these cooler autumn months. So whether that's things that I like to eat or like to use or just like to enjoy, it's going to be pretty much my favourite autumn things, autumn obsessions, that kind of thing. So I really hope that you guys are feeling really snuggly. Maybe you're in bed with a duvet wrapped around you or you've got a super soft dressing gown on. I like to think that that's how you guys are while watching this video, just like me, all bundled up with a hot drink. I've got a coffee because it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I need the hit of the caffeine. I hope you've got a lovely, snuggly, warm drink with you to keep you going throughout the rest of this video. And I am going to get started by talking about a few fashion pieces which I just love to wear in the autumn season. So as you can probably imagine, autumn for me is all about being warm and cozy, so soft fabrics and warmth are very, very high up my agenda in autumn. So for that reason, the first thing that I wanted to mention within this video is cozy jumpers and knitwear. So first of all, this one that I'm wearing right now, this is actually quite an old one from Topshop. I think it's a couple of years old, but I reach for it season after season because I just love the high neck. High necks in autumn and winter are my favourite thing. They're so warm and snuggly. You really don't get any cold air going onto your chest, which is just so, so nice. And you can wear thermals underneath it. I wish I had £1 for every time I bought a piece of clothing because I can fit a thermal underneath it. More on those later. So yeah, something that is high neck, long sleeve, and just made from a really nice material, preferably a brushed material so it's lovely and soft on the skin. Topshop have loads of really, really nice ones, but if you want to splash out just a tiny bit more and really invest in a key piece for your autumn wardrobe, this is a current favourite from Club Monaco. I actually featured this and a few other autumnal investment pieces in a recent kind of premium high street haul. So if you want to see a few more of my key autumn investment pieces, I'll leave that video linked down below. But this is a cashmere jumper. It's high neck, it's so soft, and just a classic piece. So something that I didn't really mind splashing out a little bit more on because it is such a classic piece, so warm and snuggly, and definitely going to be an essential for this autumn and many, many autumns to come. So from being warm, cozy and fashionable outside the house, of course during autumn I love to be cozy inside the house too. So my next essential is actually a pair of slippers, and I wear slippers, I'd say, well, I wear them every single day, but especially on my working from home days I wear them all day, every day. So I just absolutely had to include these. This pair in particular is from a brand called Mojave, and I think it's an American brand. Oh, designed in London. Okay, I like it even more now that I know that it's designed in London. Whoop, whoop. So these Mojave slippers are very different to any of the slippers that I've ever had before because they are indoor-outdoor slippers. So I personally find this incredibly useful because I'm always like dashing to the shops across the road to get milk or something, or going out into the garden to chase after Dexter or clear up after him, if you know what I'm saying. So the fact that these have a removable sole, there is a press stud on the top here which you just ping open, and then this is a sole which you can just take off really, really easily, she says. There we go. Yes, then when you're inside, they're just this beautiful, simple design with a non-slip sole, and then when you want to go outside, you can just quickly clip on the rubber sole, which is so handy. And when you're inside the house, they are the most comfortable things in the whole world. They've got sheepskin lining, which is really breathable, but also keeps your feet nice and warm and snuggly, and the sole is just super comfortable as well. I'm not sure if it's like memory foam, but it's definitely more protective than a normal slipper sole. So because I wear slippers so much, it's definitely something that I like to invest in the autumn season, and these are my current favourite pair. So comfy, they look really stylish as well. I think I prefer how they look without the sole on them, but they're just really simple, really sleek, and kind of unisex as well. I'm sure if Charlie could fit into these, he would definitely steal them from me. I might actually get him a pair for Christmas because he has slipper envy when I wear these. So yeah, these are a very well-loved autumn essential and definitely something that has been keeping me nice and snuggly for the past few weeks and months. Next, I cannot do an autumn essentials without talking about my thermals, and I can't believe it, one of you guys actually asked me to talk about thermals in a video because I mentioned them so much in a recent haul, but I wear thermals under everything, like literally. The only reason why I don't have one on today is because I'm at home and it's pretty warm in this house, especially with the light behind the camera, so that's the only reason why I don't have one on right now. But if you ever like see me in the street in autumn or winter, then just come up to me and ask if I'm wearing a thermal. I will think you're a little bit crazy, but I won't mind. I'll just show you. I will probably have a thermal on, and I get my thermals from Marks and Spencer. I don't care if you think I'm a granny because they are the best things in the world. This one is a short sleeve one. It's a little bit thicker material, but the ones that I really love are these ones. Excuse the fact that it's not like brand new out of the packaging, but I get a lot of use out of these. So these ones are the scoop neck long sleeve versions. So that's why I need to have like high neck and long sleeves on my jumpers so that you can't see my thermals sneaking through. I have tons of these. I have plain white ones, plain black ones, patterned ones, grey ones, multicolored ones. I have so many of these thermals. They are ultra lightweight, so this material you cannot see it through your clothing. It doesn't add any bulk, whereas this style is a little bit thicker, so it does add a bit of bulk, but it's just like an invisible layer which keeps you warm and temperature regulates, so a really wonderful thing to put on underneath your clothing during the colder seasons, especially when I'm skiing or if I'm standing watching Charlie play rugby on the sidelines and getting a bit cold. These are just so perfect for keeping your body warm. So if you suffer from the cold, then I highly recommend going to Marks and Spencer's and investing in a few thermals. They have loads and loads of really nice designs. If you're a smaller size, I try to pick up size 6. They do sell out quite quickly, but I will leave some links below to where you can get these and the exact ones that I like. I will leave links below to absolutely everything in this video, but I have had a few thermal requests, so yeah, everything will be down below. So now moving from fashion to beauty, and I'm not going to go into a full like autumn beauty routine because you guys have seen that before on my channel and that would be just a whole hour-long video by itself. So I'm going to talk about the slightly more unusual parts of my autumn beauty routine or favourite pieces from my autumn routine. And firstly is hand cream, and I have a couple of options here, a high-end version and a more affordable version. So I love hand cream all year round, but especially during the cooler months because, sorry, I think I've got like a bit of cashmere or something, like a fibre attached to my face. Yeah, so I absolutely love hand cream when it starts to get a bit cooler because I do suffer from dry hands, and it's just a really lovely luxurious thing to do. It keeps your hands smelling and feeling really lovely. So my drugstore or affordable version is the Vaseline Intensive Care one, and oh, I've just thrown it on the floor. I chose this one because even though it is affordable, it's non-greasy. I find a lot of cheap ones, you use them and you kind of have to sit there massaging your hands for about 10 minutes, and you most certainly couldn't like type on your phone or use your keyboard or do anything productive for a good 10 minutes after applying it. But this one, you just put it on. It's very lightly fragrant, so not really one to use if you want to have nice smelling hands. It just feels nice, and after a few moments my hands feel completely dry. They don't have any greasy residue on them, and the great thing about this hand cream, as well as being moisturizing, is it's also antibacterial, so a really good 2-in-1. And I've never actually heard of another antibacterial hand cream, like one that is anti-bac and moisturizing, so I've really been enjoying using this one. But if your budget does stretch to it and you want to treat yourself to something a little bit more luxurious, I am totally obsessed, actually obsessed with this new one from Jo Malone, and it's their Geranium and Walnut hand cream. And I kind of knew as soon as I tried it that it was going to be a favourite. Jo Malone truly can do no wrong when it comes to their fragrances, and this hand cream is no different. It smells so comforting. I think it's the walnut scent. I didn't really recognise the scent at first, but there's something really warm and comforting about it. Once again, it does not add any grease to your hands. It sinks in straight away, but it definitely feels a lot more luxurious than obviously the Vaseline one. The price does reflect that it feels a lot more luxurious, and my hands just feel so lovely and soft after I apply it, and they smell good. They remain hydrated for a long time, so basically ticks loads and loads of boxes. I think it's a fabulous gift. I think this would just be such a gorgeous stocking filler, a very generous stocking filler, but also something to treat yourself to. It's the kind of thing you only need a small amount, so in my opinion it is worth the investment. So if you do have the budget for a luxury hand cream, then look no further than Jo Malone and their Geranium and Walnut. cannot recommend it enough. This scent, I wish you guys could smell it on my hands. It smells so, so, so good. Okay, so as well as hand cream, something else that I absolutely love to treat myself to during the autumn months is a really thick, rich, luxurious body butter. And I say body butter because it is just one step above a body lotion, and I cannot believe it, but I had not tried the iconic Kiehl's Creme de Corps until like 2.5 weeks ago, and honestly, it is a game changer. I can so see why this is such a cult product. I have this festive edition tub. I think this is coming out. Not sure if it's out yet, but I will leave the information down below. This is a limited edition Christmas one, and it was the first one that I'd ever tried. It is so luxurious. You can kind of see the colour in here. It reminds me of icing sugar. I'm just gonna put that down. I don't want to drop it and lose any. Reminds me of, yeah, cake icing, but the consistency is so rich, so luxurious, and it's the smell that kind of is the icing on the cake for me, literally the icing on the cake, because it smells so almondy, and almonds remind me of marzipan, marzipan reminds me of Christmas, so the scent association with this is just amazing. I'd say that a little does go a long way. That tiny, tiny amount that I just put on is pretty much enough for my entire forearm, so a really lovely, luxurious one to use during the cooler months. Another autumn obsession of mine is a lovely luxurious cream cleanser, and the one that I have here is the Creme de Beauté from Guerlain. This is a very luxurious product. I'm not saying you have to go out and splash this kind of money, but if it is in your price range, then this is one that I do highly, highly recommend. I tried this out in a vlog recently. You guys might have seen me using it as part of a very luxurious evening routine, but this is a cream cleanser. You almost don't want to wash it off your face because it's so luxurious. I actually like to use a micellar water and then slather this on my face, leave it for a few minutes so my skin can just enjoy its beautiful, nourishing formula, and then use a warm flannel to take it off, and it is so, so luxurious. Even just looking at it, you can tell that it's a beautiful, thick, and just, I don't know how else to describe it other than luxurious. It's just such an opulent formula. It really does feel like you're nourishing your skin. It smells so good, and it just feels really comforting. It feels like you're really treating and pampering your skin, and actually all you're doing is taking your makeup off. So something like that I just love to use in autumn evenings. As well as that, I love nourishing face masks. There is one in the same range from Guerlain, but I also love the one from the Body Shop. I think it's the is it not Amazonian clay? Ethiopian honey. I think it's Ethiopian honey. In fact, that might even have been the same vlog as when I spoke about this Guerlain one. But yeah, anything nourishing for the skin I absolutely love, whether it's my cleanser, stepping up my moisturizer, or using a nourishing face mask. Treating my skin after a day out in the biting cold is just such a lovely thing to do on an autumn evening. And when I am having these lovely autumnal pamper evenings, of course they would not be complete without a candle. As you can tell, I'm quite a fan of candles, and as basic blogger cliche it might be, don't really care because candles are life when it comes to autumn. They are just the most perfect thing at creating a beautiful ambiance in the room. The lighting, the fragrance, it's just instantly such a beautiful cozy room when you light a few candles. I haven't actually used this one yet, but I wanted to show it to you in all its beautiful untouched glory. This is the Diptych Leroy Sapa candle. I hope I pronounced that right, Leroy Sapa. French candle. Oh dear, I probably should not do French accents. But I picked this one up because it smells so good. Once again, I wish this was smell-o-vision and you could smell it, but this is a very comforting. The fragrance on Diptych candles is so, so strong that you almost don't even need to light them. I just had this one on the side in the spare bedroom upstairs, and it already, even without being lit, fragranced out the entire room. That's how strong this smells. When they are lit, same with Jo Malone and a few other higher-end candles, they just instantly fill the room with such a gorgeous fragrance. I absolutely love lighting candles when I have baths, when Charlie and I are just relaxing here in the lounge in the evenings. They are just such an autumn essential for me, and you don't even have to spend a fortune. I actually really like the H&M ones. In fact, this orange one behind me is from H&M. Doesn't smell anywhere near as good as these, but it looks great, and it does have a very gentle, subtle fragrance. Also, Primark have pretty good candles too, but once again, if your budget does allow for it, then the Diptych ones are absolutely heavenly. And then last but not least, I wanted to just mention a couple of food favourites when it comes to autumn. And of course, you guys know that my #1 autumn comfort food is macaroni cheese. I am the queen of mac and cheese. I think my recipe is the best in the whole world. I actually vlogged I think it was last year, my macaroni cheese recipe, so I'll leave that vlog down below. I think it was a what I eat in a day video. So yeah, if you want to see how I make my mac and cheese, then check out that video. But for me, macaroni cheese is my ultimate autumn comfort food. No matter if I had to get in a bikini the very next day, I still would not be able to resist a mac and cheese. It is definitely my weakness. Love, love, love. Love mac and cheese so much. But other than that, I also wanted to mention a lot less calorific version of a autumn comfort food. This is the life-changing spicy tomato soup from Madeleine Shaw's Ready Steady Glow book. I have just been so obsessed with using this book recently. It has changed the way that I eat in so many ways. It's made me realise that I actually really like healthy food, and also it's very quick and easy to prepare. This soup in particular, so quick. You literally shove a can of chopped tomatoes, a can of coconut milk, what else is there? A little bit of paprika, cumin, almond butter, tomato puree, a little bit of spring onion, all in a blender. That's all you do, just stick it all in the blender and whiz it up. Madeleine actually recommends having it cold, but I like to just put it on the hob for a few minutes, get some nice sourdough bread, and for me, that is the best autumn comfort food. This recipe in particular is just so tasty. Without a doubt, the best tomato soup recipe I've ever had, the best tomato soup I've ever tried in my whole life, and so easy to make. And it's so nice when you know that you've made it yourself as well. Just so much more satisfying than opening up a can of Heinz. So thank you, Madeleine, for introducing me to that recipe. It most definitely is life-changing because I will never buy a can of tomato soup ever again. So I've spoken about my autumn fashion favourites, my beauty, skincare, lifestyle favourites, and also a few of my favourite comfort foods. So please let me know in the comments below what your favourite autumn essentials or obsessions are. I want to know what for you is your favourite thing to use or to eat or to put on your body in the autumn months. Let me know, because I'd love to know if we have any of the same favourites, or if you've got anything that you absolutely love that I haven't mentioned. Let me know in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and thumbs up for more autumn videos. Let me know if you'd like any autumn fashion videos, styling videos, or autumn skincare. Just let me know what you guys would like to see, because as you know, your wish is my command, and I will make the videos that you want to see. And if you are new, then please do subscribe to my channel. That would mean a lot to me. Just click that little red button down there, and then you won't miss any of my future videos, which would be wonderful. I would love to see you again, so please do that if you would like to. And that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful, cozy autumn evening if that's what you're doing. Hopefully you're all staying in with a blanket and having a lovely, snuggly evening at home. So have a wonderful evening, or day if you're watching this in the morning. And I'm going to stop talking now. The coffee's starting to sink in. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!